Hey y'all, welcome back. I wanted to provide a quick follow-up review for the Samsung M8 monitor that you see right there. And after using it for a few weeks, I just wanted to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and provide honest feedback after using my Samsung M8 for several weeks. So for starters, the larger size of the display is really nice. It's nice being able to have all of this screen real estate. The brightness can be adjusted very easily. Actually, there's control buttons somewhere on the back. It's kind of in a weird place, but I like to adjust the monitor settings with the remote that was included. So, you know, this is more than just a monitor. For my use case, I'm only using it as a monitor because I want to, I want to be able to plug in my MacBook Air or MacBook Pro, whatever, and then just take it with me. But when I come back, I've got a minimal amount of cable. So I've got the cable that provides video to the monitor, but that cable also functions as a power cable. So I don't have to have a separate cable running to power or to recharge my laptop. This right here is an optional thing that I plugged into my laptop. It's an external NVMe for affordable and fast storage without having to buy the laptop with more storage integrated. And then this right here is a 3.5mm cable that's running into my speakers. So at a minimum, for this monitor to work with my Mac, all that I would need is that one cable, that one USB-C cable that provides power and also video. So looking at the monitor itself, again, having used this for many weeks now, I will be frank and honest and tell you, if you've been using this, and I've been using it pretty much exclusively. I've used my 24-inch iMac M1 a few times, maybe for a few hours, but I've used this for multiple hours. I will tell you, when I go from using the Samsung M8 to my iMac M1 monitor, which is 24 inches, the first thing I noticed, number one, having used this primarily recently, I noticed that the iMac's monitor feels very small. But the other thing that I noticed is that although the image quality of this Samsung M8 is very good, the iMac's built-in display, the 24-inch iMac M1, it's just got sharper image. It's got, in my opinion, better color saturation, and it's immediately obvious. Now, by me saying that, I'm not saying that this monitor is not good, because this monitor is exceptional. And just a few things that Samsung's done very well with this monitor. I mean, the base, super sturdy, the finish, very high quality. And when you see this on your desk, when you see this on someone's desk, immediately you think, oh, that's an insert manufacturer here, which I'll just go ahead and say it. To look at this, somebody not in the know would probably think, oh, that's an Apple monitor. And it's not an Apple monitor. Obviously, it's compatible with my Apple computer, but it just has that premium look and design about it that would make. And the reason I'm pointing that out is people that wanted to have, that look in their office. It kind of looks like, an Apple computer user's office. This would fit right in. So, you're not cutting corners if you choose to go this route. I mean, this is not a monitor to where you're going to be like, oh man, that's pitiful. I can't use it. That's not the case with this monitor. This monitor has very good picture quality. It's more than capable of accurately representing colors and brightness levels for my video editing. And then also for my Lightroom. I use Lightroom for editing raw images. So this monitor is more than capable of getting the job done. And to be fair and to be frank and honest, as I mentioned before, this monitor is not of the caliber of an Apple monitor. You're not going to get just that really bright and vivid and extremely well saturated image. But I'm saying that because the Apple monitor does such a phenomenal job, beyond phenomenal, this is not a slouch. This is a very high-end monitor, high-end image quality. It is not a disappointment, but I would be a liar if I told you that using this monitor is just as good as an Apple, because it's not. In my opinion, it's not. Now, I will say this, because I have the iMac M1, which obviously has an integrated Apple display. This is physically larger than the 24-inch iMac's display, but as far as image quality and everything I've mentioned, I won't say that the iMac's display blows it out of the water, because that's an unfair statement, but the iMac's display is noticeably better. And if this is all that you've used, if you haven't used an iMac or you haven't used an Apple display, you probably won't notice the difference. You know, your user experience, whether you get, you know, whether you're plugging in a MacBook Air like I am, MacBook Pro, Mac Mini, your experience will probably be phenomenal. You know, you'll think that this is an awesome display, because it is. It's an exceptional display. But if you've been using Apple monitors for an extended period of time, you'll probably immediately notice the visual difference like I did. Not saying this is not good, and I want to keep saying that, because this is exceptional. Very good display quality. You're getting 4K 3840 by 2160. So it's very good display quality. But I just want you to be aware of that, coming from someone that also uses an iMac M1 with, you know, the M1 display, which physically smaller than this, but you do notice the visual improvements, the visual advantages that the iMac has over this. But again, if this is all that you use, you're not going to be in a bad situation using the Samsung M8. If the dollar amount's no object, then you may want to go with the Apple display. Or if you want Smart TV functionality, which this comes with that, this would be a no-brainer. I mean, it's really nice that it has the Smart TV. Now, for me, I use it exclusively as a monitor, so when I'm watching YouTube videos, that sort of stuff, I'm just watching those from my laptop's Mac OS interface, but you could use this as a standalone TV. Now, there's a few kickers. The only externally connected speaker option you would have would be Bluetooth directly to the monitor. It does have integrated speakers, which are pretty good, but they're not gonna, it's like most any display or TV that has integrated monitors, it's gonna be pretty decent, but it's probably not good enough. So ultimately, you're probably gonna wanna connect external speakers to it if you're using it like that. And in that case, it would be Bluetooth, because this does not have any, the monitor itself does not have any sort of line out. It does come with an integrated webcam, which is really nice, and optionally rather, you can pop it off. It's magnetic, and it's also got a, excuse me, a little cover that you can take off the back and put on the front if you're concerned about privacy. So it's got a lot of nice features. It's available in a bunch of different colors. Again, you can expand this video's description and click the link there to find all the color options. I went with the white color just because at the time it was the one that was most deeply discounted. Again, I don't quote prices. Expand this video's description and click the link there to find the current prices for the various color options. But for whatever reason at the time I purchased it, the white color was heavily discounted. I guess because people wanted the other colors, which is fine. The reality is that this is tucked into, you know, a window in the back, so I'm not seeing the back of the monitor anyway. So it doesn't. I think the base, though, I would see the base. I don't care. I think it looks good. Everything else on my desk right here is white and blue and gold. I got the gold colored laptop, so it's a very good monitor, and I would not hesitate to purchase it again. Now, you know, I got it when it was on sale. I think even at the full MSRP, I think it's still a very strong buy. You know, severely less expensive than an Apple display. But if you don't have a Mac computer already, what you may want to consider, if you don't need portability, you may would want to consider an iMac with the Apple Silicon. Currently it's M1 at the time of filming this video, but whatever the current iMac is. And the reason I say that is if you don't have a computer with the iMac, you get an integrated monitor, which according to my eyes trumps the visual quality of this monitor. But if you've already got, say, a Mac laptop or a Mac Mini and you're looking for a monitor, this, in my opinion, would be the perfect choice. So, you know, nothing negative to say about it. I haven't encountered any performance issues. You know, using the remote to adjust the brightness and everything is super simple. And I've got it set just like I need it to be set as far as brightness level is concerned. And it's, for my video editing purposes, it's been able to provide me an accurate representation of how bright the videos are, and then also the colors, you know, if I need to adjust the saturation levels, that sort of stuff. It's a very high quality monitor for me to perform my video work with. Also within Lightroom, raw photos. So if you're on the fence, don't be, but take into account what I've said, and I'll rehash it. If you've been using Apple monitors for a while, you will more than likely notice a visual difference. Does that mean this is poor quality visuals? Not at all. It's a very good looking display. The images and videos that this produces is very high quality. But from my opinions, in my opinion rather, the Apple does have an edge, but the Apple's also coming in at a greater price point. The only situation, as I mentioned, where I would consider the Apple display over this would be if you don't have a Mac at all, and you don't need portability. In that case, you might want to consider an Apple iMac. But other than that, I would go with this monitor. If you need an external monitor for any of your Mac computers, and this isn't Mac only, I say Mac because I'm a Mac user, but if you run a Windows computer, I mean, this will work with most any current Windows computer. So very good monitor. Just wanted to post this follow-up. If you have any questions, comment below, and I'll try to post another video and provide additional feedback in the form of a video response. But if you're shopping for this monitor, please consider shopping my links. You can expand this video's description and then click the link there to find where to order it online. Like I said, I've got the white one, but there's other color options available too. Thanks for your viewership. Be sure to subscribe. When you do, ring that bell icon to be notified whenever I post another video. Y'all have a good day.
Hey y'all, iRick Sky here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and when you do, ring that bell icon to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.